here, guys, if I have the underhook in any version, he has the half guard. Before he shoots his hands, connects his hands, I don't want him to connect his hands. So I'd like to take this hand that's free, if I need to, remember how I said to put the palm up backwards on the neck? So I'm gonna wanna get that off of my neck, but I'd also like to bring my whizzer back this way and grab the wrist. Sometimes I can also grab the hand, but I'd like to cover the hand. The next thing I wanna do is just put my elbow on the mat. I don't need to do anything with the rest of my body. I'm here and he gets swept. As a matter of fact, I can keep this arm and keep it. You know what I'm saying? But there's a bunch of other things you can do. So like early defense, doesn't matter if it's like side control. You know, if I go here, you shoot it in, you start to shoot your arm up. I'd rather split your hands apart, right? Connect your vice grip. So I'd rather hand fight right here if I can't get any version of wrestling up, right? Because sometimes you're here, if you allow me to wrestle up and I can come up and start to get out this way, then I can break your grip and get back to my half guard. So the question usually is, can I strip your hand? Can I grab your hand? When you lock it, can I still strip it? Can I get up and wrestle to an underhook? So it's kind of like the fractions of what he allows you to have. Does that make sense? First, I'd like to not have their hands connected. And then even in side control, it's like if I'm here and you shoot your arm in, if I strip or if I get this arm, I can still sweep you from side control. And this is where I started doing this stuff. Right? Make sense, guys? Does that answer a little bit?
And turtle-wise, like if you go to the turtle position already, if you posture up, I go to...
Tell me at what point you would go ahead and get there and then stop. Okay? Now, I would say that your hip's not to my hip, so I'm going to stop and wrestle already.
Yeah. If I follow your hips like
I'm always going to be doing this first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't fight this way as much, and it brings my arm across my neck. So it's this hand that fights the hands first. So I'm going to I'm trying to hand fight and reshoot, or hand fight and stand. Yeah. So I'm usually trying to grip the hands first. Yeah. And then it's going to get into, have you ever done this too? Go ahead and get all the way to the vice grip. Have you had guys do this on you? Yeah, go ahead, try and choke me. Your Japanese necktie, Darce, go ahead. You're not gonna choke me. So you'll get guys that do that, and there's different little variations. Derek Krantz, have you seen those chokes there? Right, here this way. The guy sprawls out, and I can't get him any way at all. Step the foot right next to him. So I'm pulling him into my shin. Right? So, I mean, there's going to be back and forth, just like jiu-jitsu. I mean, we can do this forever, right? So, yeah, hand fight, try and turn back in. But you might run into guys that do that. One of my black belts named Derek Krantz, fought in the UFC, did like that variation of a Peruvian necktie / shin in your neck, whatever you want to call it. So we called it the Texas necktie because he's from Texas. But it'll go back and forth. So answer a little bit though? Yeah. Really trying to strip with a free hand. If I can turn and wrestle, I will, but I'm gonna hand fight with this one first, and if I can, I'll get that one. Just so you guys know, like, stand up for me. Kale Parisian's a judoka that fought in the early UFCs. He taught us some of my schools, just put your hand on my shoulder. Gi, no gi, grab the wrist, elbow inside, I have an underhook. Put his hand on my shoulder, grab this, grab the gi, whatever you want, elbow inside, I have the underhook. I jack him up in the air, so I lift it off his toes. It's not just like I'm going like this and then grabbing his hip. It's fucking throwing me, I kind of reason try. I want to make him do this, yeah? Number 2, I'm here and I have to duck my head to the inside, Kata-Garuma. Number 3, I have to take his back. Here, duck my head, no, I'm on his back. All this stuff is from just a different clinch, you know? So I'm here, I got knee down, and I have the underhook, and I grab the wrist, and I'm here. So now I have all these variations that I'm able to shoot his arm out, and I'm able to sweep him the same way. You know, you can do all kinds of variations of techniques with that same movement with the elbow on the ground and standing. Pretty cool. But that's like a drill we do. Again, I'll show it real slow. You put your hand on you. You take the hand, rotate your elbow, and lift. If you want the underhook, cool. If you want the Kata-Garuma, the fireman's carry, you can. Or just an entrance of anything that you want, right? Or it's a back body lock.